All right, everyone. My name is Raymond Rose, and this is
Catherine Salazar.
Catherine. Do you mind if I record you?
No, I don't mind.
Okay. The questions I'm about to ask you are the legal questions of laws.
Okay.
Okay, so my first question is, have you ever been arrested?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever been arrested on false charges?
Yes.
Any of those false charges of officers, have they ever put hands on you or harmed you?
Yes.
Could you state one of the officers that you could remember that done damage to you?
Winziger is one of them through the Sheriff's Department in
And-
Tulare County.
Tulare County.
And the PD was Gray, that was the most recent, was Officer Gray from the Visalia PD. He assaulted me for no reason.
What was the assault?
He grabbed me and I called 911 because somebody was threatening to come beat me up. I don't even know how they knew where I was. And so I called 911 because I'm disabled. I can't fight. And so the police came out and I showed them the proof and they just like, this is last year's. And I said, it's not last year's. This is just right now. It's last year. I go, look at it. And he says, you know what? You know how I was trained? I was trained to detect eyes going like this. And I said, my eyes? I said, no. And then he says, you're under arrest. I said, but for what? He goes, you're under arrest for alcohol and I don't even know what else. And I said, I just got here, sir, and I called you for help. He took me and I told him, be careful with my arm because I have pulled ligaments. He turned me around, pulled my arm up as hard as he could. I screamed. He threw me up against the wall really hard, kicked out my legs like that, and threw me down on the ground. So I hit my head, everything. I have bruises everywhere. Ended up in the hospital. I took pictures and everything. It was, where did I go to? I think I came to Los Angeles because this is where I always come when I get beat up and stuff. I don't know what else to do because Korea Delta, they won't do nothing. They won't. They will straight up kill you. They killed my friend, just left her to die. And so I just don't. I can't even call 911 for help. I tried the sheriff. I tried the lieutenants. Lieutenant Mario Sandoval from the Sheriff's Department. I told him what was going on. He knows my ex-husband who's been beating me, split my face open. His family and him held me against my will, wouldn't let me go, tried to get me to drink beer. I said, no, no, no. When I escaped, I went straight to the Sheriff's Department. They took pictures, took a report, gave it in. Nothing ever happened. No report, nothing. The DA says they got nothing. Well, I went and I picked up a report. I have that report of me. I have pictures, everything. I can't call 911 ever. Another time I got assaulted again. The sheriff came out. Winziger was one of them. Myers is one of them. Myers is his friend. I got the others, but I can't remember their name. Myers and them came out and said, you don't even look push. Get out of here or we're gonna arrest you. I'm like, but I'm the victim, and he said, get out of here or we're gonna arrest you. So I had to leave, and I'm thinking, my gosh, I'm at my own daughter's home. I couldn't even be at my own daughter's home. So I went across the street and I was like taking off, but I waited there because, my daughter, and so they did their thing and everything. Well, I called the next day and I said, I wanted to pick up a report about, the assault. Mm-hmm. And they said, you can't because you're just the witness. I said, no, I'm the victim. And they said, no, you're just a witness. I said, I'm not a witness. So I ended up getting a report anyway. And it says there that, I made a report. It comes back, and because I told them online because they wouldn't take it, so I put it online, and then I went and got it, and it says on there she wishes to be a victim. I can't understand it, and so I have bruises and everything to show the date stamped on it and everything, and then they made up their own story. And ever since then, I get false charges, accused of stuff I don't know. I'm taunted calls, drones following me, watching me, threats, all kinds of stuff.
Do you have any identity theft?
I have so much identity theft. I know who's doing it. I've got pictures. I've got addresses. I got names. I've got my own ex-husband. That's why I divorced him because he's from day one. My marriage was false. He stole my identity. use my identity. It's Ricardo
Have
Villegas
they-
Salazar.
Have they bought anything in your name
Oh my gosh.
against your?
Oh yeah, multiple iPhones in my name, multiple loans, $20,000, $26,000, $30,000, so much. I know so many people that it just blew my mind. So I
Okay,
don't know
so
what to do though. I'm just.
Are you willing to work with me as a web investigator to investigate all this?
Most definitely, and I will give you all the evidence I have, but you better be prepared because it's a lot of evidence that the judge won't take. He won't take. My rights are violated. My attorney stole my money, $12,000, left me in there, said that I assaulted the sheriff deputy in jail that arrested me on a false DUI.
Do you know the lawyer's name?
Yes. He works for Channel 30 ABC Central in Fresno. His name is Capozzi. His name is Capozzi, Mr. Capozzi. Anthony Capozzi is his name. Crook. He took my money. He promised to help me. He didn't help me. What he did was promise them to get me in jail, which he did. And once I was in jail, he wouldn't take my calls. He said I was crazy. And then he took me to court to dismiss him. The judge went ahead and let him. It was all a big setup.
You said a news channel?
Yes, he works for ABC 30 Central News Channel. And I look at him and I'm like, unbelievable.
I'll investigate that.
Unbelievable,
I'll
yes.
see if he really did do his job.
Yep, he didn't. I'm telling you, he didn't. Because I gave him all the evidence. I gave him the pictures. I gave him witnesses. He gave it all back to me. Not one witness, not one, nothing. My own husband was a witness. Never called him, never nothing, because he is an ex-sheriff's deputy, but multiple friends, he's involved. Why does he need multiple phones? Why does he need multiple phones? Well, his drug dealers came up to me because I was finding out, flashing their money. I got pictures of them too, flashing their money at me saying, we got money, nothing's gonna happen to me. You know, nothing's gonna happen to him. It was sickening. But at the time, I didn't know. It was just everything
Do you
became
know
too
if any of
overwhelming.
the cartel is a part of it?
You know that I'm not sure, but I'm scared that it might be. I really am, but I just didn't want to verbally say it because I'm disabled and I'm getting really sick. I'm sick. I can't. It's just too much.
So by law, you are on Social Security disability.
By law, I have been disabled since 2008, 2010. And then, I lost my job. They let me go at 2012, and that was it. I've just been disabled. He pounces my head, cracks my skull. No charges. I have pictures of it. I have the police report that I made. Nothing. The DA won't call me. They won't listen. They tell me to stop calling or I'm going to get in trouble. I went to the city. They told me to stop going to the city or then I'm going to get in trouble. Well, I didn't go back because I was afraid. I'm followed. It's hacked. They hacked my emails. So many that I have. I do switch different phones because I just want them to stop. I need some peace. I can't have no peace.
From now on, I need you to keep all of everything that's in your Gmails and in your phones. And I can investigate through your identity, your phones, all Gmails under federal. And I will do my best to help you.
Let me tell you one other thing.
Go ahead.
There's a girl named Kathy Robles that works at Lampe Dodge. She works together. They work together. He is altering, he makes false documents, false check stubs, false checks. I'm telling you, he ain't got no trusts. There's 2 trusts already he's got. So much money he's hidden. Plus, I know that he's got a bank account with 2 girls that are using my identity. One, her name is Blanca Rodriguez. Blanca was a friend of the family. She started dressing like me, looking like me. I got it all. And I'm like, what? Find out they got into my vacation package, used my identity. I know which identity he took because he goes, I want one, and he took it, and I thought, that's the one I like, he said. I go, okay. Manipulator big time. Find out she started looking like me. She's around the age that I was then and everything. She is involved in big time. She was working for Primerica. So I'd watch out for Primerica because there's a guy named Ozzy that works there too. I wouldn't trust him for nothing. I won't trust Primerica for nothing. I had an IRA account. I closed it out because I can't trust him. I lost everything. He burned my truck. He took my truck, burned my cars, my brother's inheritance, my home, everything.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to need you to do off the record. Is I need you to write down your date of birth,
Okay.
Don't put your social security number, just your name and all that, and I will report it to the FBI right away.
Okay, I do have a lot of stuff. It's overwhelming. I can't. My brain hurts. I can't. It's so overwhelming. So I can give you what I have. I have
Okay.
a lot.
I just want you to keep your social security in your form. I don't want that on the paper.
Okay.
Because then I might have to get in trouble if I do that.
Okay.
I don't want to be in trouble.
I won't give you my social security.
Thank you. I just need your
don't
date
give
of
nobody
birth.
my social
Oh,
security.
and the city and state that you were born at.
Okay.
That's all I need.
Okay.
And do you mind if I post this on YouTube for the government to see?
Go ahead. I don't mind posting it. Post it. Please
Thank you.
post it.
Thank you, ma'am. And your name again?
Catherine Salazar. Catherine Denise Salazar. This is a true one. I got my identity. And you know what? Fingerprints, nobody has the same. And you will get caught.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Jesus.